गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Yesterday we were saying Satsangatve Nisangatvam Nisangatve Nirmohatvam Nirmohatve Nishchalatatvam Nishchalatatve Jivan Muktihi Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudamate Samprapte Sannihite Kale Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrinka. So yesterday we were showing how Adi Shankaracharya through the verse number 2 till verse number 8 has brought a new look at whatever is happening in your life. What is a renewed vision, a renewed approach as regards wealth, as regards health, as regards body, as regards relationships, as regards all different aspects of the sansaric life. And then in the end he said, Kate kanta kaste putra sansaro yamativa vichitraha. That this world is very funny, it is very inexplicable that everyone is going after who is this? Nobody has ever inquired who is the wife, who is the child, what is this child. They only live for them, but they never lived for kasya tvam kaha kuta ayata. But they never asked this question that who am I, where have I come from, where am I going, what is my purpose. Come in, aajao. What is my purpose, where am I going? They only ask who is going to be my wife, I want a boy, who is going to be my child. They are eager to know it is going to be a girl or it is going to be a boy. आजकल तो वो भी हो गया. If the child is underdeveloped and in the womb they find out, तो निकाल देते हैं. Who is going to live a life with a whole life slogging for that undeveloped child? So it is, but they are concerned about all these questions, all these things. They want should be my wife, how should be my husband? He should be handsome and dumb. How should be my wife? Beautiful and dumb. That's all. One girl is there in Melbourne. She's passed away now. And she married once. Brahmin family, educated family. But parents came here in the 70s or late 60s, and that time Indian culture was almost zero. And to adjust, these Brahmins, they started eating meat and beef and everything because no vegetarian food available. And she became a Aussie type. And maybe she was a nymphomaniac, who knows. But she got married, she fell in love with someone, got married, and she stopped studying after year 12. And she worked, and handsome fellow, I think he was from Poland or from Czechoslovakia something, and he used her. He made her, she paid for his university masters. She had a child from that fellow. He got his PhD. After the PhD was done, in that meantime she has bought a house also. Very, very hard working. But where, and after that he said, I don't want to live with you. So took half the property money, they had to sell the property, half the property, and he didn't want to do anything with the child. So she stuck with the child. But she didn't learn the lesson. Again another handsome fellow. Again she got married. He did exactly the same. Again she funded his education. Again had another child. And again he divorced. And again she had already built a house. Again he took half the money. 2 times this happened. Then she gave herself a break. Eventually she got married with one more person. But where did she find these husbands? In a pub. Not in the university, not in a good gathering. In the pub she fell in love with someone. Or infatuated. See, kate kanta kaste putra. For whom are the son, children? For whom are the wife or the husband? Get out of that. Nobody ever asks this question. They will never ask the question. They will ask, who is going to be my wife? But they will not ask the question, who am I? Where have I come from? Is this body the reality? Is this birth and death the reality? Is this world the reality? They will never inquire into this area. And tattvam chintaya tadiha bhrataha. And Shankaracharya told that, oh my dear brothers, contemplate, tattva chintyam, contemplate, inquire, ponder upon what the essence of life is. Essence of life is not wife and children. Essence of life is either you go after the God or you recognize you are the source of everything. This whole world is dependent on you. No, but this world was there before I was born. Who can say that? Who can say that? Did you know that this world was there before you were born? No. Will you say that? Will you know that this world will continue to be after you are dead? Then you are just imagining that this world was there before and after. And living in that fool's imagination and creating relationships and getting lost in the whole samsara. Instead, if you want to be lost, get lost in Tattva Chintanam. What is that constant principle which is pervading in and through the whole ocean, whole samsara? See, yesterday when we were in the water, I was talking to her that, see, all these waves are coming and going, and as long as we are on the surface of the water, every wave is coming, it's dashing us, maja aa gaya, maja aa gaya, maja aa gaya, maja aa gaya. And I told her, these waves are like our thoughts and desires. They keep coming one after the other. It's non-stop. Ocean will never be without waves. They will continuously come. Now, I gave you today the exercise in meditation of how to become silent. But how long can you remain silent like that at a mind level? Only for some time, artificially created. But afterwards, mind will again start thinking. The moment meditation got over, what was the thought? I have to run to the temple. Forget tea. I have to run to the temple. Or I have to have tea. Or I have to go to the loo or whatever. Some thought will come. It will not stop. Then what is the way to not be disturbed by the waves, which is nothing but ups and downs of life? What is the way? Dive deep into the water, isn't it? So what do we do here? Where is the samsara? In the mind. How do you not be disturbed by the samsara? Dive deep into the mind. How do you dive deep into the mind? Either take the name of the Lord, Vaikhari Madhyama Pashyanti Para, or do Tattva Chintanam. Contemplate what is the mind. I know thoughts. They say thoughts come in the mind. But what is mind? I have never seen. Contemplate that what is that space in which the thoughts are coming and going. The area, what is that in which the waves are coming and going? Water. Same way, what is that in which the thoughts are coming and going? Find out. You will not find an answer. You will land back into yourself. You will land back into yourself. This is Tattva Chintanam. In one line. For this all the scriptures are written. Then how to bring this about? How to do Tattva Chintanam? Then the answer was given, Satsangatve Nissangatvam. That be in the company of wise, be in the company of truth, be in the company of divine, be in the company of where good thoughts are presented, be in the company of teachers, masters, realized masters, acharyas, where Tattva Chintanam is going on. And what happens in satsang? Whatever we are talking, whatever, every verse is bringing us back to the self, isn't it? Every verse here. It starts from the world, but it concludes in the self, to something higher. So satsangatve, satsang, sang means company, sang means and sat means truth. So be in the company of truth, and that truth where? Do you know the truth? No. Then find out. You went to the temple, that urge to go to the temple because you felt it's a Atmalinga, it is a very holy thing. So you went, it gave you a lot of satisfaction. And then you came to this satsang, you attended the meditation. Why? Because you felt that will give you, that this is where something higher is being talked about. Isn't it? That's why you have come. Otherwise you could have stayed in your room. Nobody has forced anyone to come. But you felt that it is somewhere here satsang is being talked, is going on. We are talking about the higher truth, higher principles. Our attention is being directed. Tell him if he wants to go, he can go in there. फिर से ब्लॉक हो गया यार. हाँ हाँ. अरे भैया दरवाज़ा बंद कर दो. हाँ. So satsangatve nissangatvam. The more we are in the company of truth, company of scriptures, to that extent we are disengaged from the untruth. To that extent we are disengaged, uninterested. Or even if we are interested, because we give value to satsang, for that period of time we are not available to that. For this period of time, you are not afraid to tea, you are not afraid, you are not available to breakfast, you are not available to anything in this world that is going on. In this entire trip, yes, sometimes you are thinking and calling your children and family, etc. But in general, enough of it. I am enjoying my trip, isn't it? You don't want to be continuously be bothered. And it is a boon in disguise. No internet. Now where I am going in Coimbatore, for 21 days, no internet, no phone. It doesn't come only just like here you go to reception and then you can get the internet. There also one corner, there you can get it. Oh, who cares, man? I am not going there for that. No communication, even better. So understand, these principles you are already practicing in life. Right now you are practicing it. But satsang gives you a vision to recognize that which is already taking place in your life. See, we only think only one way. Here it is showing that no, whatever sadhana is to be done, whatever chintan has to be done, whatever detachment is taking place, it is not one day it will take place. It is taking place right now. Temporarily it may be, but it is happening. See, satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam. The lesser the attachments, the more you drop away unwanted engagements, The more you move away from the untruth, to that extent, nirmohatvam, the delusion that your mind is caught up in, that gets cleaned up. What is the delusion? Just like the veil of sleep is the delusion. Nothing is available, world is not available. The moment you wake up, the veil of sleep is taken away naturally, and the whole world is available for your cognition. In sleep, you don't even know that you are the body, you are the mind, you are the intellect, that you are awake or you are dead or you are alive. Nothing you know. You are just dead. Completely deluded. See, life, this fall is happening in two ways. This delusion is forgetfulness of the self, is delusion. In other words, it is non-comprehension, ignorance. And what is this equal to? Not knowing who I am. I am Atma. We give words to it. I am Atma. We studied in the satsang. But how many are contemplating on the Atma? Then when we don't know we are the Atma, this is delusion. Then what happens as a result? Illusion. Non-comprehension leads to misapprehension, projection. And what is the projection? When I don't know I am the infinite self, the spirit, this is delusion. Then illusion is, then what am I? I am the body, I was born. Even further, I am the husband, I am the wife, I am the mother, I am the daughter, I am the sister. This is further your illusion. You are projecting. And as you keep projecting, you keep moving away from the self. The more we get attached to the projections, it is a living death. It's a living death. The more we come back to the original, the self, in spite of all that, is claimed, is what is tattvam chintaya va. Contemplate on the truth. You come back to the truth where there is no delusion possible, no illusion possible, no depression possible, no excitement possible, no past possible, no future possible. Then where is these all possibilities? They are just happening as if, very important, as if. Where? On the surface. When you touch the wave, were you playing with the waves or you were playing with the water yesterday? Or तुम सब पहुंचे हुए हो. You were playing with the waves, or you were playing in the ocean, or were you with the water? So where was the ocean, the Arabian Sea? Where was where was the wave on the Arabian Sea? So first projection, if we want to say our attention, our attention never goes to the water. Our attention goes to, someone asked me in the group, are we in the Bay of Bengal or are we in the Arabian Sea? So attention was on the ocean. Attention was not on the water. Then afterwards, someone said, oh yeah, the waves are very small, maja nahi aa raha hai, let's go deeper. So again the attention was on the waves. But when you touch the wave or you touch the ocean, when you taste the wave or you taste the ocean, when you feel the wave or you feel the ocean, what are you tasting, touching, feeling, smelling? Water. But where is your attention? On the illusion, on the imaginary form of that water. Get it? Oh, the necklace that you are going to buy is the illusory form of the gold. The reality is gold, and you pay money for the ornament, isn't it? Exactly the same way. Where are we attached? Are we attached to the body, or to the wife, other brother, sister, all that, or to the children, or to the wealth? Or go out and out and out. No, come back. And this is possible when we are in continuous satsang on a daily basis. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam. The delusion breaks away. If the delusion is dissolved, automatically the illusion stops having an impact on our mind. Because the baby of delusion is illusion. You understand? The baby of cause is effect. The mother of effect is cause. So mother of illusion is delusion. And what was delusion? Forgetfulness of the self. Forgetfulness of the divine principle that we are. That is why all this has started. This samsara has started for us. So, nirmohatve nischalatattvam. And as the forgetfulness of the self is dissolved, meaning in small doses we keep coming back. This is one of the ways, pilgrimage. Your attending the satsang is another way, doing your japa is another way. So throughout the day we keep ourselves involved in something or the other to be in tune with the divine. To that extent, the delusion will not grasp our mind. Means, because we are continuously engaging consciously with the divine, then the illusion, all the name and form, they will stop having impact. All the thoughts in our mind are only on account of name and form. They will start reducing. Because our attention is, in spite of the world, our attention is on the spirit, on the constant principle. They start losing impact. This is the problem of Vedanta, or advantage of Vedanta. When we were new in this ashram, after 3 months of you are Brahman, water, wave, ocean, gold and ornament, Swamiji took us to the Citizen Hotel on the Juhu beach. And the lady who owns it, she used to come attend classes. So she said, I want to invite all the brahmacharis for a breakfast. So we went, on a Sunday we went to the breakfast. दबा के खाया. उसके बाद अब क्या करें? Oh, you come out of the hotel, the beach is there, Chowpatty beach, Juhu beach. Went to the beach, everyone is standing. पीछे से स्वामी जी आए. हाँ. What are you watching? Why you are so serious? Water is there, play. What? You are thinking it is an ocean or it is a wave? What? इतना बोलने के बाद some of us we were playing, some of them were still contemplating water or wave or ocean. जैसे बोलते हैं ना, someone is having a half glass of milk, if half glass of milk is there, so someone is contemplating, is this half glass of milk or half full milk, glass of milk? 2 people are thinking about, third one comes, drinks it and walks away. So which one are you? You are only contemplating or living it also? So nissangatve nischala tattvam, no, nirmohatve nischala tattvam. When the impact of all the names and forms, when the impact of the world stops having impact on your mind, nischala tattvam, you are very clear, unwanted thoughts will not come. You buy, when you go to a jeweler shop, you look at different designs of necklaces and rings and bracelets, different forms. You are under the influence of the illusion. When you go to sell the ornaments back to the jeweler, he is very clear. What is he buying? Gold. His attention is on the essence. His attention is not on the ornament. You buy the ornament, you buy the name and form which does not exist. Only gold exists. He buys the gold which is the constant. See? So, is there any doubt in the jeweler's mind? Oh, it is such a beautiful ornament, how can I melt it? No. For him it is business. His attention is gold. I must melt it, make it into a new design and make another 20,000 rupees. But where is our attention? Only on the name and form. So when our attention through satsang becomes again and again to the constant principle, to the self, to the divine, the impact of the name and forms, which means the body, which means the breath, which means the senses, which means the relationships, which means the world, which means the past, which means the future, which means the earth, heaven, hell. All these are names and forms only imaginations, projections. Nothing like that exists. Then what exists? Only the truth exists. Where is the truth? You are that. Mano to मान लो, नहीं मानो तो be suffer. Who cares? Either you accept it or you suffer. There is only two options. If you accept it, then you do something about it. Work towards it. Remain in satsang. Satsangatve nisangatva. Nisangatve nirmohatvam. Nirmohatve nischalatatvam. Nischalatatve jivan mukti. When the mind is completely devoid of all projections, that is the truth. Conscious water with ripples is called ocean or waves, whichever way you say. Gold with name and form is called ornament. Consciousness with name and form is called mind. Mind without name and form is equal to consciousness. And you, who are you? Consciousness. But what do you think you are? The mind. And then what is the fall? In the mind, body is one thought, breath is one thought, senses are one thought. Then from the body, again tentacles come out. Then this body and mind create a relationship with another body, then create a relationship. Another ghost is created called wife, another ghost is created called a husband. They don't exist. Only the self is existing. So find your way back, and that is possible in satsang by independent thinking without a proper systematic programming of your mind. It will not lead you anywhere. Many people go open one book. Oh, no. Oh, I got my message for the day. Then next day they will open another book. I got the message of the day. It will happen for some time. But after that what? You can't live like that. You are going to, if one day you open the book and it comes a blank page, then what will you do? Then what will you do? Today there is no message. Or you will say, and then because it is going on like this, I used to do that. No, yaar, same message has come which came few days ago. Because by mistake the book opens only on that page again. It must be something else. Then open next page. Then you keep going, this one. And then you don't understand what is given. The best is to systematically attend satsang, some text, so that our mind, in like these few verses only, systematic is getting formatted. Nischalatatve jivan mukti. Most important point here is for us to understand, great masters have followed this path. All realized masters whom we run after, they have followed this path. Then is it not important that we also follow that path? They have followed satsangatve nisangatvam. They have followed nisangatve nirmoha. This has happened to them. Shankaracharya in the first 16 years, this is from his observation, it is his experience. He studied, he was fully cluttered with knowledge, and yet someone had told him, some Mahatma, that your life is only till 16 years. So he knew that he was going to die at age 16. So he had prepared his life so that he dies thinking of the divine, thinking of the self. And he went to Badrinath, Kedarnath. Badrinath, not Kedarnath. Kedar he walked away. Badrinath he went. And he was there. And there sage Vyas, Maharishi Vedvyas, he came. And he says, what are you doing? He says, I am meditating. What are you meditating on? On the self. Why? Because I am not supposed to live after 16 years of age. Who told you that? So and so. And Vedvyas was the great seer. He could see who he is. He says, don't worry. He put his hand on his head and he says, I give you another 16 years. Now, till now, from childhood till now, you have lived only for yourself. So he studied the scriptures, he mastered the yoga, this, that, everything. Now, the next 16 years, you live for the world. And that's when the Vijay Yatra of Shankaracharya began. He travelled 8 times all over India, from Kailash till south, 8 times, and kept establishing temples and ashrams and murts and this and that and everything. And in those 16 years he composed these humongous works of Shankaracharya that we have. He wrote Bhashya, not before 16, after 16 he wrote Bhashya on Bhagavad Gita, wrote Bhashya on every Upanishad, composed Bhaj Govindam, Meenakshi Panchakam, Saundarya Lahari, and wrote commentary on the Brahma Sutras. All this in 16 years. What have we achieved in our life other than producing kids and eating food, making food and blocking the toilets? That's all we have achieved. But what have we achieved? Something that is substantial. There is only one substance, and that is the truth. Wave is not a substance. Ocean is not a substance. Name and form is not a substance. Thoughts and emotions, concepts and ideas, they are not the substance. Substance is only the spirit, and that spirit I am. This is possible through regular satsang. Not possible. You become exposed to this knowledge, then you have to apply it in your life. You have to change your thinking. Continuing, enough of this. Next one. Vayasi gate kah kama vikarah. Vayasi gate kah kama vikarah. Shushke nire kah kasarah. Shushke nire kah kasarah. क्षीणे वित्ते कः परिवारः क्षीणे वित्ते कः परिवारः ज्ञाते तत्त्वे कः संसारः ज्ञाते तत्त्वे कः संसारः वयसि गते कः कामविकारः शुष्के नीरे कः कासारः क्षीणे वित्ते कः परिवारः ज्ञाते तत्त्वे कः संसारः भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते. Serve the truth. Bhaj also, I told you, the bhaj word, the verb, it also means to serve. Serve the truth by thought, word and deed. Meaning every deed, see that every word, this is thought, word and deed. So here word is coming out, hand is continuing, this is the action that is going on, that this is, the truth alone is expressing. Not you. Get out of the way. If there is an inkling that I am speaking, there will be repercussion of that. There will be consequence. Ego will come up. Everything, every name and form is pervaded by that one truth. Just as every wave is pervaded by the water. Every ornament is pervaded by the gold. Same way, every person here, whether you are living people or whether it is this building, this roof, this fan, everything is pervaded by that one truth. And that one truth at the personal level is called Atma, at the total level it is called Brahman. At the total relative level it is called as Ishvara. See? So recognize this, it is that one, and be inspired कि I want to have that vision. Enough of this shunting from birth to death to birth to death. Enough of shunting from one relation to another relation. कभी इसके बारे में सोचो, कभी उसके बारे में सोचो. नहीं, enough हो गया. Now I want. When you are really, yesterday where someone was, they had bladder pressure and they wanted to, at such urgency was there that they couldn't find the toilet in the temple, so I have to get back quickly. Is that urgency there within us that I need to get back to myself urgently? Okay, हो जाएगा. अभी तो I have to see Machu Picchu, I have to see this, I have to see Kailash, I have to see that temple, I have to see that temple. Where is the urgency? If urgency is there, then nothing can stop you from knowing it. For that, what is the requirement? Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatattvam, nischalatatve jivan mukte. So here now again he is coming back into he is saying, where are we? Jnate tatve kahas. So now he is giving some similes. What is that? Vayasi gate kah kama vikaraha. Even though you are getting old, but the kama vikaraha, the modifications expressing as desires in your mind are not becoming less. Not only about the world, but also about the opposite sex. Desire after desire. अभी ये shopping करना है, अभी ये blouse बनाना है, अभी ये करना है. What is your age? Anytime you can conk off. Is there any guarantee that you will live tomorrow? No guarantee. What are we preparing on? We attended Bhaja Govindam. That's not a guarantee until unless your mind is not hooked on to the constant principle that you are. See? When till the mind is not looking for its own source, till then we are still in the world. These satsangs are only an avenue for you to be inspired that your mind searches for its own source. And in that search it will vanish. Ramakrishna Paramahansa gave the example that the salt doll went to look at the depth of the ocean. She jumped into the ocean and became one with the ocean. So when the mind searches for its own source, this is what we are saying, then the names and forms don't matter. You go in, everything will dissolve. All the desires will dissolve. As long as you are on the surface, desires will persecute us. You have no choice but to be at their mercy. See? No choice. We think, initially we tell people, you have a choice, you have a choice. But as you move in the spiritual journey, you come to recognize yourself that it is a choiceless existence. Just because it is my choice if I eat chapati or not chapati, that is a stupid choice. As you come closer to yourself, you will realize every thought that is appearing in your mind is not because you are thinking, but it is happening. It is someone else. It is coming from the source. Once you recognize that, automatically the integration of the personality starts happening. See? Vayasi gate kah kama vikaraha. Even in old age, people are having desires. Shushke nire kah kasaraha. Body is completely dried up. Meaning shushke. Shushke means completely dry. Dry here in the sense is not that only you have become famished or anything. No, the vitality is gone. Yet the desire, this is what I was saying, but the desire for the opposite sex is not gone. Shushke nire kah kasara. Kshine vitte kaha parivaraha. This we have talked before. Kshine vitte. When the wealth is gone, the family members don't care for you. Your own blood will not look for you. Your own husband will not care for you, or your own wife will not care for the husband. When you do not have the money. Kshine vitte kaha parivaraha. Here it's like a question. Will the family think about you when you don't have any money? Try. Jnate tatve kaha sansaraha. Will sansar be there if you have come to know the truth? No, sansar will vanish. Jnate tatve kaha sansar. Once you have come to know the truth, where is the world? When you have no money, where is the family? Family runs away. This fellow, we found him in the station. He was begging and his leg is broken and he had one address. Is this your address? It says, my brother so and so living in Hubli, and police brought. And the brother, who is this fellow? I don't know this fellow. No, but he says, my brother are you? And that famished, diseased person, for whatever way the life has turned him into, he is with full expectation is looking at his brother, but the words are not coming out. And that brother looking at this beggar, he knows that it is his brother, but doesn't want to own it. Because lifetime of responsibility afterwards. Have we fallen in this trap in small ways? Maybe not in such a big event may not have happened, but in small ways you, हिंदी में बोलते हैं अपने दिल को टटोलो. Go into your life and check if any of the, and if it has happened, forgive yourself. Don't feel guilty. Forgive yourself and make a commitment that from now onwards I am committed to the truth. Jnate tatve kaha sansaraha. Once you have known the truth, once you have come to know water, will the ocean and the wave matter? Once you have come to know the gold, will the ornaments matter? Once you have come to know the rope, will the snake be able to bite you? Once you have come to know the self, will the demands of the body and the mind, will they be there to persecute us? Not possible. Not possible. If you can do this very simple example. You take the name of the Lord and you keep chanting and you dive deep into the chanting of the name of the Lord. Nothing outside disturbs you. Your body becomes still, your breath becomes shallow automatically. Whatever sounds are coming, you are in the middle of the traffic, even in the temple. So much is going on, but it seems very, very far away, faint. Till someone comes and touches you and says, hey, we have to go back. And then suddenly you come back, isn't it? So it is possible. And you have experienced it in small doses. But why small doses? Once and for all, finish it. Dive deep. Then thereafter, the samsara, that which is continuously coming and going, that which is continuously changing. And what is continuously coming and going and changing? Name and form is continuously coming and going and changing. It will lose all its impact on you. This will be the result of the satsang. Continuing. No. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ. Just sit quietly for a few seconds.